Hey everyone, Drew here, and welcome back to DCS World. Today we're once again in the A10C2, and we're going to be learning the cold start procedure for this aircraft today. Why don't we hop into the cockpit and get to work? Let's go. And welcome to Ramat David Airfield, everybody. Looking very nice. And of course, welcome to the A10C2. Since we're cold and dark, we're going to go ahead and actually learn how to start this beautiful machine up today. And to do that, we're going to come on down to the right-hand panel here and start with our batteries. Give that a left click to go batteries to on, and we're going to go inverter to standby. And then we're going to come over here to our APU starter and give it a right click as well. And now we're looking for 100% on the power and making sure our APU doesn't overheat. Zoom in a little. Yeah, it didn't spike over 6. And as soon as that's at 100... Good. APU power generation on. At this point in time, we're going to make sure that the ADI unflagged, the HSI turned on, and all of our other lighting is on. Looks good, which means turn our console lights on, as well as turn on anti-skid. And our taxi lights. And with that started, we're going to actually come on down to our CDU next and start powering it on. And the reason we want to power that on first is because it's going to take about 4 or 5 minutes to align the INS and do its bit test, which it's going to start right there. While we're here, check our oxygen is already on and working, which green lever forward is good. We're going to come on over to the left-hand side, and we're going to turn on our radio stack next, starting with the bottom radio, setting it to transmit, receive, middle radio to both, transmit, receive. At this point in time, we can also turn on the SAS functions. And we're also going to check that all 4 boost pumps in both the wings and the body are engaged, which they are by default. And we could turn our MFDs on to day or night if it was night. And we can also turn the CCIU JTRS to on, should light our MFDs. And we're going to go IFCC to test. And that lets us begin the bit test of the HUD, which we're going to hit enter on the UFC, and we're going to watch that start up there. Observing caution lights. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so now that that's starting up, we're going to make sure that our INS is aligning, which it is. And we're going to go ahead and reset our barometric altimeter. And we're going to scroll wheel on the ADI right there to align that. Alright, bit test is beginning there. That all looks pretty good. Countermeasure panel can come on now. And there we go. Those are all on. Power to ILS. Transmit receive on TACAN. And HEMX is on. Alright. Quick check of the checklist. Alright, everything's looking good. It is time to start our engines. And to start the engines, we're going to go ahead. And for those of you who don't have something bound on your HOTAS, you're looking for left control and home. Or sorry, left alt or right alt and home. But I've got that bound. So that's going to uncage the left engine. We're going to zoom in there. And you can see the stick kind of start centering itself as hydraulics come in and online. Yeah, there we go. A little vibration in the stick. And now what we're looking for is the RPM right here to stabilize at 60% rather. And of course we're going to make sure our PSI doesn't drop into the red and our temperatures don't go into red either, which they won't. It's an A10 and we're not in any particularly hot weather today. There we go. Right, left engine's now started. We're going to go ahead and start the right engine now. That's uncaged. While that's going, watch that master caution. We're going to hit load all in the DTS to begin that process, because that's going to load up our tactical map, our DSMS or stores page, TGP and page stuff, Which, speaking of TGP, let's go ahead and warm that guy up right now with our laser, because it's going to take a moment as well. Oh, good. Exit. No failure on the bit test. IFCC to on. HUD is online. No caution or warning on HUD. Power stabilizing shortly. And power stabilized. We're going to go ahead and turn our APU power gen off now. Everything's good there. We'll turn our APU off. That is still aligning. We're going to go to an RMR seat. And we're going to go ahead and put DSMS on the left-hand MSD to make sure that our profiles are loaded, and they are. Go ahead and swap to TAD. We're going to put our CDU up on the right-hand screen there, still aligning 3.8, just about done. And we're going to make sure... seat armed, radios armed. The only thing left to do is INS nav mode, looking good on that. And there we go, that's flashing saying INS nav ready. And our T equals 4.0, 0.8. Go ahead and hit nav. Come on down to CDU control for waypoint missions. Set to flight plan. And we're going to go behind the main column here and go EGI. And moving the throttle forward a little bit, we'll set EAC to on. And at this point in time, you guys, we're pretty much ready to rock. Stores are loaded, aircraft is ready and set up. We can go ahead and head left, hold left control C, which will close and seal our canopy. And with that, we can activate nose wheel steering, throttle up a little bit, and we're on our way. That's pretty much the short nitty-gritty how to start the A10C2, everybody. Hopefully you guys found that helpful and useful. We'll see you in the skies and in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.